Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Knux and today I'm doing another audio thing. So, yeah. I've been trying to set this up to actually do for the last, well, since I got back from E3. And let me just say, I love the Blue Yeti mic that I have, but holy shit, this arm, this mic arm that I have to use, yeah, never use a Blue Yeti microphone with a mic arm. It's a complete and utter nightmare. Also, apparently, for some reason now, it's picking up my computer fans, which I can't even figure out. And yeah, I just want to get this recorded, so pardon the lack of quality, I guess. Anyways, so I wanted to make this video also, and yeah, also there's no video because for whatever reason Windows 8 has decided to stop letting me use my fucking webcam. So yeah, you spend $150 and you can't even use the stuff that you buy. So yeah. Anyways, so I wanted to make this video to basically get my opinions of the Xbox One policies out there to you guys, because I've gotten quite a few people on Twitter going, well, you didn't like it when it was out, then you don't like it when they changed it back, blah 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 blah. The truth of it is that I wanted choice. I wanted Microsoft to let us have some choice. You know, I shouldn't be forced to have to be online all the time. I shouldn't have to, you know, give up used games. I shouldn't have to do any of that. But I should have a choice. And so when they did this 180 to go ahead and, you know, get rid of all these restrictions, I did have quite a bit of a problem with them getting rid of the features and like family sharing and retail to digital conversions. The reason I had that problem was because you should have that option to, you know, you should have that option to opt in. You should have that option to say, hey, you know, I have a stable internet connection and I have no problem, you know, having to, you know, be online once every 24 hours. And I honestly didn't have a problem with that. But I did have a problem with the notion of this is only available in 21 countries. And most of the people overseas, for most militaries, won't be able to actually use this. And the notion of, oh, well, if you don't have internet, just get 360. Well, if I wanted a 360, I would have gotten one, you know, 7 fucking years ago. So, I completely understand why people got so pissed off, but it wasn't that I was 100% against the policies. I was just against how they were implemented. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it. Use games I care less about. What I want is cheaper games. If you bring me cheaper games, I will never buy used again. I will stop renting. And the funny thing is that usually when I rent a game, if I like it, then I buy it. So I use GameFly, for instance. And yeah, nobody uses GameFly anymore. What's wrong with you? No, I use GameFly, and so when I actually want, you know, I rent a game, like Remember Me, and I love that game. So they were like, hey, for $30, keep it. And I have a $5 coupon on my account, so hell yes, I'm gonna keep it. If you can bring me more cheaper games, like Steam, let's look at my profile right now. Got about 600 games. Now, if I look to the right where I have my collection of console games, I have about 70. And that's across every single generation. Now, I'm primarily a PC gamer, right? But the thing is that I have played console games with every single generation, all the way from Genesis upwards. And actually, I'm still buying games from the older generations. Even with the used games, I still don't have nearly as many games as I do on Steam. And that's not even my full PC, catalog. So, they definitely need to do something to make it easier to buy games and cheaper. And if they don't do that, then it's not going to change. Forcing people to buy new isn't going to fix the problem. And in fact, it might actually put less money in the hands of the developers and publishers. You might be asking, well, if everybody's buying new, how would that happen? The thing is that if you force people to buy new, you don't let them buy at a price that they're comfortable with, then they'll just stop buying games, or they'll go to the PC where games are cheap, or even worse, they just go mobile. And here's the thing, we've got several different developers and publishers trying to get mobile people into the console market. The problem with that is that mobile people are used to 99-cent and $1.99 games. They're used to these, hey, it's $2, it's $3, no big deal. So you're trying to pull them over and say, hey, how about you pay $60 for a game that may last just a little bit longer than your mobile game? Because most mobile games, you play on the bus, you play on the toilet, no big deal. Yeah, you may finish it in about 4 hours, but hey, it was a book. And then you've got games, coming out like God of War Ascension or Gears of War Judgment that lasted about, 8 or 9 hours, and you're paying $60 fucking dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I don't understand it. And so that's my issue. If this is not how you fixed, used game sales. But I didn't have a problem with it because I don't really buy used all that often. And quite a few people I know never buy used. And I definitely have a few friends that was like, if they get rid of used games, I'll never buy a game again. Yeah, whatever. Let's face it, they didn't need to change these policies at all, but they did. And the reason was because people would have bought this fucking thing anyways. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I fully expect that they're going to go ahead and do another 180 and go back to these policies within the second year of the console, if not the first. You come around next holiday season and they're like, hey, remember those policies? Yeah, well, you already bought the console, so we're just going to go ahead and turn that on. So, yeah, I don't see why people were so up in the scuffle about everything, but I guess they won. But I think we just need more choice. And a lot of people have said, well, it would cost them way more money to have this opt-in system, and then they would have to put codes with everything, and they'd have to give you the option of, well, your account's not online approved, so you don't get retail the digital games, and then used game stores will have to verify that your game is actually new. And here's the thing, most people within the second year are probably going to be putting online passes or something to that effect with their games anyways. This does not stop publishers from putting a little 25-digit code. I say little, but 25 digits is fucking huge. There's nothing stopping them from putting that sheet of paper in there and forcing you to use that. And guess what? now you're getting less value than you previously would have. Yes, they can still force the system on you without Microsoft's, architecture. And who's to say that Microsoft won't still offer this architecture, but, says, hey, you can't, block used games completely, or you can't charge for used games. But there's nothing stopping them from putting some kind of online pass, even for single player games. So, this isn't a victory for anyone. In fact, now it's kind of actually a worse deal, because now you might be forced to use these online pass shit, but you're not going to get that retail, the digital, copy of the game. You're not going to get that Steam type console. And so, yeah, I think this is actually a bad thing, and I'd really like to see more choice. I'd like to see an opt-in system. I'd like to see something where they're going to be like, hey, we'll give you that choice. You want to join this beta program to try out these policies, and then maybe force it down the line. Because let's face it, eventually people are going to get internet that, is quite stable worldwide. And I'll say the same thing I said for SimCity. When SimCity was coming around saying, this is the future, and it's like, yes, it is the future. Online, always online gaming is the future. The problem is, your architecture's not there. We don't have all of the UK ISPs, the American ISPs, the Australian ISPs. Fucking, about probably 65% of the world doesn't even have access to the fucking internet. And that sounds crazy. But just think, there's tons of countries out there that have absolutely no access to the internet. I mean, hell, think about China. China's got the internet, but you've got a giant fucking firewall blocking everything. I mean, yeah. It's a mess. It's a right mess, but I do think that they are onto something with the whole retail, the digital thing. It's something that Sony talked about with the PS3, and they never did it. So I think it'd be really cool, because I think it'd be really nice to be able to go to a friend's house, or when if I ever go to E3 again, I had a different console there, and it was kind of nice to have my digital copy of Last of Us, ready to go. And so that night I got to play, about an hour. And it's just, we've already got the save, like the cloud saving and everything else. It's just really nice if you, could just download your game whenever you want, wherever you want. So I do think it's the future, but I just don't think it's quite right now, at least forcing people to it. So anyways, that is my opinion on it. You can leave comments below, but I'm quite done talking about this topic unless they turn around and go, hey, guess what guys, so we're gonna call it the 720 because you guys actually wanted that name, and we're just gonna put the games in your brain, because that would work, right? Anyways, I'm not sure why I did this in a British accent, but what the fuck, I felt like it. Though I don't know if it was a British accent the entire time, because I think I went to an Australian accent eventually, so whatever. But fuck it, man. That's my opinion. And a few guys have been asking, hey, you guys, are you going to start doing videos again? And I'd love to, but I need to find a setup that actually works. I need to get rid of this fucking mic arm. I need to probably just go ahead and buy a different mic, and unfortunately that's going to be a while coming. The reason that I don't record all the time is because I don't really have the area anymore, and yeah, and my setup kind of sucks. And apparently I need to find out why my fucking webcam won't work. So Not to mention it's on top of a 42-inch screen TV right now, which makes it look like you're looking down upon my beautiful, yes, beautiful eyes. Anyways, as for games I'm actually looking forward to at E3, I am quite looking forward to Watch Dogs. I'm waiting for that game to be a complete disaster, but at least for right now, it seems like it's going to be quite amazing. So I can't wait until we find out. Hey guys, it's only a 4-hour game, but yeah, I think it'll be quite fun. It looks like modern day Assassin's Creed, which is something that we've been wanting for a long time. You know, they kept teasing us with the Assassin's Creed shit of, oh hey, you know, if you go to this website, you get to see all the weapons. Oh, and the secret one just so happens to be a 9mm handgun. And we're just like, oh fuck yeah. We'll actually get to play, you know, Desmond shooting people. And then we had that whole Metal Gear Solid, you could be, I think, Desmond as a hidden character or something, and we were like, oh fuck yeah! And actually it was just completely fake, but yeah, that's what we've been waiting for a while, you know, assassin in the modern day, and we really haven't gotten it, so it'll be fun. Anyways, I'm about to lose my voice, so I'm gonna get off of here. My name is Knux, and I will see you guys next time.